Okay, so I just wanted to demo a little thing that I've just been playing with, and I think is pretty cool. It still needs a little bit of work, but it's well on its way. I just wanted to show the Mister. It has lots of stuff plugged into it, but the one thing it doesn't have plugged into it is anything into the micro USB there, which is where you get all your input. That's where the USB hub goes, things like that. Um, this cable here is for why am I not thinking of the word? Like terminal access, out of band, like no network involved. You do have Ethernet, and then most of the stuff on the back there is HDMI and the CRT output and all that. I'm gonna start by the HDMI out is going to my PC, this PC here, and I've just rebooted it. This is through a DataPath Vision capture card. To start off, I'm gonna pull power, which let me just pull power, plug it back in, and you'll see on the capture card, no signal, and there it is. That's one thing that's useful. Like I can not have it hooked up to another thing. It can just be kind of part of my computer workflow. The other thing is that if I want to do any sort of testing, I need to be able to pass keyboard joystick type events. And since there's nothing plugged into the micro USB, kind of that hasn't been possible. I found this project online called NetEvent, which I've been playing with. I'm hoping that this is going to be visible. There's a little config file. What this is saying is the first thing is defining a keyboard device that's on my computer. The second bits are about having a hotkey to switch between the computer owning the device and the remote thing owning the device. And then the bottom part there is saying that you can reach the Mister on SSH on this via this host name, this username. That last bit there, netevent create, that actually is a remote command, so you have to put netevent on the Mister, but that's not a big deal. You just SCP it over. This last bit says use Mister, that says define that as an output. So we're gonna look at this real quick. I'm gonna run it. It just says run this daemon, use this config file, make a socket. I haven't messed with the socket bit yet, but that's coming. It says added output Mister. Right now, we still don't have any movement if I touch the keyboard. If I touch keyboard, it's sending keyboard events to the computer. But that grab toggle deal, that button 70, that is the scroll lock button. So I'll hit scroll lock, then we'll go back over here, and yeah, look at that. Now doing keyboard stuff from my computer, and I'll load up this Game Boy Core, hit F12 just like normal. It's like I'm hooked up to it directly, but it's doing it over the Ethernet. So we'll load that, and did I do that wrong? Well, that's probably a different issue. I was messing around with the scaling and stuff on here. I probably screwed it up. Capturing off. Maybe it's worth trying any other thing. Burger time? No signal? Oh, there you go. Okay. So yeah, that was probably my fault. As far as the sync rate, I mean, it's whatever. And there's no sound because I didn't wire the sound to anything that outputs. It's going to the capture card ignores it because of the DVI HDMI adapter. But yeah, you get the idea. This video went a little bit longer than I wanted, but yeah, this is kind of cool. The next steps are, instead of using my physical keyboard, being able to pass keyboard events from a script. That way you could do like remote automated test. You just kind of inject the keys that you need to like set this thing up and do the things that you want. So you could actually look at, you know, if you were doing work on the OSD or something, you could visualize that via a combination of driving the keyboard remotely and then also capturing the screen via the data path. Okay, that's it.